Hey everyone, welcome back to the Noodle Life. Today I have for you Lucky Me Paz Batchoy instant noodle soup. So this comes in a cup. There's no real cooking involved. All we're gonna have to do today is boil water, put it in there, and we're good to go. You can hear the stuff in there. I'm gonna take off this plastic because it's pretty reflective and the lights are all over it. Okay, let's see here. All right, so it looks like we've got a plastic cup with like a paper insulator around it. Here's a list of all the distributors worldwide. These are made in the Philippines, I don't know how to pronounce that, but there in the Philippines. Fill line for the water. Nutrition facts, about 310 calories for this one serving, and just over 1,000 milligrams of sodium, so not too bad. There's quite a few ingredients, especially in the seasoning and garnish. Let's see. And the flavor is artificial beef flavor with garlic. All right, here are the instructions, pretty simple. Okay, so I paid $1.39 for these, which for like this style of noodle is actually pretty expensive. I'm curious to see what these are like. I've never had noodles from the Philippines. Put those off to the side. Aha. Got my water kettle here. Let's see, this one I'm gonna set to, let's put it all the way up, 212, and that is in Fahrenheit. But let's see. All right, let's get this open while that's heating up. And sorry for all the background noise. Oh, look at that. Interesting. Okay. So these look like, I'm guessing this is the soup base. At first I thought they were peppercorns, but hold on, let's see what the ingredient list is. Maybe it'll help. Okay, so we got the noodles, the seasoning and garnish, cane sugar, textured soy. So I'm guessing this is the garnish. All right, put that on the side. We've got the seasoning packet. And then this looks like a kind of an oily substance of some sort. So more seasoning. Then you have the noodles. So one thing I have to do, I gotta try these noodles. Let's see. Oh, I could just eat these on their own. Take a bite. Those are good. Okay, I'm gonna wait for this to get to temperature, and then we'll add all of the different components and go from there. Our water has come to a boil, and while I was sitting here, I was kind of kneading this package, and it went from being kind of a solid mass of oil to a liquid. So I think it just needed to be heated up a little bit. Put this one in last. All right, first, let's do the seasoning packet. Let's see. Yep, I'm assuming this is just essentially sodium and flavoring. That tastes like beef. It's artificial, but they weren't kidding. All right, sprinkle that on top of the noodles. There we go. Okay, next, the mystery balls or whatever these are. Let's see, there's a little tear tab there. Oh, that is really pungent. It smells like everything. I'm gonna take one of these little balls and try them. With as much scent that is in this packet, these really have no flavor. They're almost like Rice Krispie type things. All right, dump them in. This is a garnish. Come on. There we go. All right, and now for this stuff. Let's see. I think the best way to do this is just cut a little hole. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, that's like a flavored oil. All right, so we've got our water. There is the fill line in there. Make sure to get these noodles. Hope I made enough water. There we go, right up to the line. The noodle, make sure the noodles get in there. Stir around all the seasoning so it doesn't clump up. Okay, and now all we have to, look at those things. All we have to do is let this sit for 3 minutes. So get the little tab here, pull it down, close that, just in case. I'll put those on top. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Okay, our noodles are done. Let's see what we have. Those little crispy balls have plumped up quite a bit. Noodles look good. And it smells amazing. You know, I wasn't expecting a lot for just a little cup of noodles, but this is looking pretty good. So what I'm gonna do is, so we can see this better, I'm gonna pour it into a bowl. There we go. I can't wait to taste this. I'm gonna start with a taste of the broth. Oh, that is really good. Very rich, almost creamy in a way. That is surprising. Let me try one of these little balls. You know, now that I'm looking at these, I wonder if these were dehydrated little like mini meatballs. I don't know. Whatever they are, now that they've plumped up, they're a little firm. They have a nice little bite to them. And they have some flavor. I think they've soaked up some of the flavor of the broth. So they taste like little meatballs. Okay. Now I gotta get everything together. I like how all the meatballs are kind of sticking into the noodles. Oh, this is good. Instant noodles like these are usually just a quick way to have some food. They're usually very inexpensive, under $1, and easy to make. These, a little bit more expensive, just as easy to make, but man, are these good. These have so much more complexity than your standard instant noodles. I think a lot of it was the different packets that you're adding to this, along with these little meatballs or whatever this garnish is. It adds a lot, and it feels like a more complete soup. Like you're not just eating noodles with broth. Gotta have some more of these. These are good. Now the noodles themselves have a little chew to them, so it's perfect. 3 minutes in here with boiling water was just what these needed. The flavor in the noodle is really accentuated by the broth and what's added to that noodle. So the noodles have sucked in some of that juice and the other salt and whatnot that's in here. And this really does taste like a beef noodle soup. You know, it said artificial beef noodle with garlic. I can taste beef and I can taste garlic. So this is legit. I would say out of the different cup of noodle types that I've tried, this one so far is my favorite. And I am going to eat every last bit of this. Let's get some of those meatballs in my next bit. Meatballs keep falling. You know, I hate to do this, but I'm gonna just go for a big bite of these meatball things. I feel like this is just gonna be the way to go. Those are good. Now it almost tastes like little pieces of flavored foam. I don't know how to better explain it, but they have flavor, and they add a little bit of, like these nuggets add a little something to the soup and the noodle. so that when you're chewing the noodle or drinking the broth, you have something else that you're chewing along there with it. And that's, I think, why this makes it feel like a more complete soup and not just like your, you know, run-of-the-mill instant noodles. Mmm. Mmm. Yeah. Well, as you can see, I had to finish every last drop. I was actually even licking the side of the bowl because it's so delicious. You know, I never really expect much from, like, you know, a package like this with the cup of noodles, but man, was this good. $1.39, so worth it. You know, I would actually consider next time I get these of trying to imitate what they have here. Put in some sliced beef, a raw egg on top, and then mix that all through before you eat it. That would just be delectable. But on their own, these instant noodles from the Philippines are legit. These are delicious. If you see them or anything by, I would say try the Lucky Me brand and see what you can find. These are good. 2 thumbs up for these things. Man, I kind of want to go out and get some more right now. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see you next time on The Noodle Life. Bye, guys.